On this episode of the Human Power Podcast, we talk about New Year's resolutions and how not to screw yours up. So have you guys ever done New Year's resolutions? I asked.
Well, let's start this again.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was checking my phone.
No, like, have you ever done one?
Have you ever done
A New Year's resolution?
Yeah, I think we talked about this a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did.
In our
episode 1.
In our goals, yeah, is that episode 1? In our goals podcast. Yeah, I said that I've done it, but it didn't do very well. No, I like the donuts.
What if we get hungry?
I'm gonna eat the donuts, jerk.
Do you New Year's resolutions? What's wrong with having a donut? Yeah, I work hard.
All in moderation, Cody.
Red Bulls and drinking.
Yeah, I got coffee, there's donuts, coffee and donuts, perfect. Yeah.
Alright, we're good.
Well, have you ever done a New Year's resolution?
I don't think so.
No?
I can't remember off the top of my head, so I imagine no.
Yeah, that's fair. I can't say that I have either. Like, I mean, we talked about this in episode 1, but I prefer just to set normal goals rather than have a New Year's resolution.
Yeah, I mean, New Year's resolutions are great to get you started, I think. But it's only like they're just so associated with not being like finished, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone who does one, most of them don't do it. Like, I mean, if you do it, if you do have a New Year's resolution every year and you do accomplish it, fantastic. Like, that's great. It's a great time to do a goal.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think you should wait until New Year's to get your goals in order.
Exactly.
You know?
Well, it's kind of like following a crowd of lemmings off a cliff almost, because everyone is making a New Year's resolution.
Everyone's doing
You
it.
are doing it too, and then
Cool kids.
January 15th, everyone doesn't have a New Year's resolution anymore.
The gym is so packed at the beginning of January, like I get upset. But
Yeah.
I'm happy everyone's coming to the gym now, but
Yeah.
like it's so busy.
I'm happy when they leave. But,
I think like a New Year's resolution for, say, an athlete like ourselves. I'll use myself as an example. My New Year's resolution, if you can call it that, is a very long-term plan, an 8-month strategic plan where I'm going to be doing periodized training. So it's all set up to gain that one goal 8 months from now, but I mean, I'm not really starting until the new year. So in a sense, that's my New Year's resolution, but it's not just willy-nilly, like, oh, I'm going to lose 20 pounds or something. It's very structured, very thought out. I've thought about it for like 3 months of how I'm going to get to it. I'm not doing triathlon as much anymore. I'm going into cycling, and that's my New Year's plan. 2016, I will be a cyclist.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it. It's not just a New Year's plan. It's like, what are you going to do this year, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is your goals for 2016? And that's exactly yours, right?
That's a fair point, because that's actually what I've done as well, is like, what is my next year of training going to look like? Where am I going to put this in? And man, how good is periodization?
That's my favorite kind of training.
Oh, so good. I love doing something for like 2 months, just crushing it, and then moving on to the next harder thing. So,
Yeah.
it's wonderful. Yeah.
And for triathletes, I was talking with your coach, Kyle. We went to the same meeting and whatever, and the whole thing came down to, instead of doing all your different sports at the same time for triathlon, you would start out 2 months of doing swimming very focused, which I believe you're doing right now.
Yeah.
And then 2 months of very focused on cycling, 2 months very focused on running, all combining to do 2 months of all three together right before race day.
Yeah. Right. Well, I think I'll probably be focusing on swimming the entire time, to be honest, just because this year's racing is a lot different than last year's, because this year it'll be draft legal, right? And the swim is ridiculously important in draft legal racing. So
What does draft legal mean for our listeners who may not
basically
know?
just it's so you're allowed to draft on the bike.
Oh, okay.
So in normal triathlons or individual triathlons, you have to leave like a 10 meter gap between you and the person in front of you, and you're not allowed to close. You can close that gap, but you have 30 seconds to get past them and in front of them.
Or to drop back off.
Yeah, and they have to drop off. Like, if they see you coming, they have to let you pass.
Yeah.
Like, if they start going again, then they can get a penalty.
I give those penalties.
Yeah, he gives all those penalties.
You are the law.
But basically, what you are
I am the law.
I can't break the law if I am the law. Well, please continue.
But yeah, so the ITU decided that for age group world championships this year, for the sprint distance, they're going to allow draft legal racing. So the pros already draft legal, like that's how they race.
Yeah.
And all the U23s and junior elites, they all race draft legal. But age groupers never did. So this year they're kind of introducing it to age groupers, so that they're going to do draft legal. So basically, why the swim is so important in a draft legal race is because if you can get up to the front pack, then you can stay with the kind of best cyclist or best athletes, I guess, in that front pack, and they can just pull you along, right?
Makes
so
sense.
then if you're drafting, you save 30 to 50% of your legs, which is massive.
Science.
Yeah, like it's huge. Like you hop on the run and you're like fresh legs basically.
Oh yeah.
But if you're a terrible swimmer, you're gonna have to work really hard on the bike to catch these guys, right?
Yeah.
And then working hard on the bike, they're not working hard on the bike because they're all switching, drafting, right? They're taking it easy, but they're still going faster than you, right? And then they hop off on the run and they're gone. But like if you're not with them in the beginning, then you have to catch them. You're doing way more work than they have to do, right? So I mean, this year it's all about the swim. If I can get up to the level where I can get out of the water in the top 5, then I'm golden. Like I can keep up with the rest. But
good stuff.
so yeah, that's pretty much. And that, like I'll probably get lost in the run. They'll probably lose me in the run, but still, we'll come with that later.
Yeah, with that.
I mean, I can't run a 16-minute 5K. So
Oh my god, you can't.
yeah,
It's just
I know, right?
this is a 200-pound guy who wants to do powerlifting.
You can't do that. I did that this morning.
Yeah, did it after my box squats.
While pushing 200 pounds on the sled.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you? You're done. New Year's resolution?
No, at least not that I can remember. Like I prefer. I actually make weirdly enough, I make my goals in May. I have goals that I have right now set in May. So one was get like a 400-pound back squat and that sort of thing. I'm about halfway there, which is good.
Yeah,
so
nice.
I have 5 or 6 months.
Holy.
But
It's like 4 of me.
yeah, it's 2 of me. That's what I want.
You can fit 2 Codys in one shot.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually how I measure it. Is just
How many Codys can I lift? 1.7 Codys.
It's a legit measuring system.
yeah, it's better than the Imperial system anyway. But, I don't know.
How many Codys from here to Banff?
It's about 12 parsecs.
12 parsecs.
The Kessel Run 12 parsecs. Which is a measurement of distance, not time. I was reading a thing that
really?
Tyson did on that. Yeah. So
Well, he did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs.
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't. It's not 12 parsecs long.
No, but it's a measure. Like that was the distance it took him to do the Kessel Run, because a parsec is a measurement of time. It's a measurement of distance.
Oh.
So there's this whole fan theory. They went through black holes and stuff.
Okay.
But I think they were just like, oh, a parsec sounds cool. And
Yeah,
then it
probably.
actually was a measurement of distance.
That's amazing.
But I digress. Yeah, I find that for me, I think we're very similar in that I will make my goals and kind of chart like, here's where I want to be in 2 months, here's where I want to be in 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, and that way it's more manageable, and I don't go into the gym like, oh man, I only squatted 325 today, I'm not close to 400, and then fuck this, I don't want to do it anymore, or like, I'll go do something else, because I feel like that's where a lot of people kind of lose it, is they'll come into the gym for the first couple of weeks and they'll be like, yeah, I'm working out, and maybe they'll see some progress, maybe they won't, depending on what they're doing. They probably don't have a plan either, which kind of sucks, and they probably don't have anyone who's showing them what to do, because you go in and you're super scared of all these like big Bane type guys that are lifting a ton of weight, and you're not lifting a lot of weight. A lot of people are probably scared of that, and you know what?
They're all self-conscious.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Once you get to the point where you realize they don't care what you're doing, and they don't even see you because they can't turn their head because they have no neck anymore, so they don't see you, so don't worry about it.
Who said that?
Rachel.
That's a pretty big piece of advice too. Like a lot of newbies in the gym, like don't be scared of everyone that's in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't care about who's in the gym,
Yeah.
right? Like they're more focused on the hottie on the elliptical machine, right? Like
Exactly.
they don't care that you can't curl like that you're only curling like 15 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Like they don't care. They're happy that you're there to work out. Like
exactly.
every time I see someone new in the gym, I'm happy that they're there,
Yeah.
making a difference in their life, right? Like, I'm just
Exactly.
happy that they're there. If they have any questions, I'm more than willing to answer them for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna go up to them and show them how to do everything and then scare them away, right? Or like
Exactly.
I'm not gonna sit right beside them and just fucking do some crazy ass squats like right.
That's what I do. You done yet, bro?
Just bring the squat bar over to them.
stare them in the
Yo, you
eyes.
squatting today?
Yeah. Stare at them
squat
in the
me?
eyes, just like.
Can you spot me? Can you just hop on my back? Just hop on
a
my
little
back.
more weight. I couldn't fit any more plates on. Just hop on. You're not doing anything. Hop on.
I only measure in Cody weights.
Yeah.
I need
I'm
one
watching
more
you
coach.
stare at me. Just get on my back.
Yeah. But you're right. Like, there's always there is the odd asshole that's gonna go and be like, bro, you're doing everything wrong, or like, you done yet? But I mean, that guy's an asshole. And no one likes him, so don't worry about his.
I confronted an asshole at the gym
Oh,
one
yeah?
time because I was doing endurance workouts, so like 30 reps, really low weight, just getting the endurance going, and it was one of the big muscly guys. He was chirping me indirectly with his buddy, like, oh, there's guys that come here and they just sit at the machine for like 30 reps and then they just don't do anything. And I looked at him.
Were you surprised he could count to 30?
Yeah, I was. First of all, 30.
That's like this many.
But anyway, I was standing right there, so I heard him. Like, actually, I'm doing endurance workouts, so I have to do a lot of reps. And just by saying that, by asserting myself, just being like, I kind of know what I'm doing, we became friends.
Oh yeah.
That was at the University of Lethbridge gym.
Oh okay.
Turns out that guy was Sean.
And it was you!
Now we're
No, it was some like muscly guy, and then every time I saw him, he always...
So not muscly?
Yeah, like way more muscly.
Way more muscular. He was at least 3 Codys. You're more like 2 Codys.
Yeah, 3.5-ish.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
that is a lot of Codys.
Every time I went in, we actually said hi, and then we had the
Oh yeah. Gym bros.
the gym bro attitude.
Yeah.
So it's just asserting yourself and just being like, I know I'm doing something different than you, and you might have a different idea, but we're both here trying to achieve something.
Yeah, I used to think that way too. Like every time I saw someone doing something, I was like, "Why is he doing that? That's a dumb workout. Why is he doing that? Like he's lifting nothing. He's like, what do you even come to the gym for, right?"
Yeah.
But then like after a while, you start thinking like everyone's in there for different reasons.
Yeah.
Not everyone is in there to sculpt this like temple, right? Everyone's in there for different reasons. They're all doing different sports, different things, right? Like they have different goals, and that's kind of a big thing. Is not everyone wants to lift heavy.
Yeah.
Right? Not everyone wants huge legs.
Not everyone
right?
can.
That's true. Not everyone can lift a couple Codys.
Not everyone wants to lift heavy and
I can barely lift myself yet. One
Cody.
Yeah, you know,
Yes.
and that's a fair point because for as many people as are out there, there's many different motivations, and that's actually something we should touch on is motivation. I guess an important thing, if you want to keep doing something, is why are you doing it in the first place? Because if you're doing it because you want to look really good, I mean, it takes a lot of discipline. Like, as much as I rip on bodybuilders, they have a ton of discipline.
They do a
because
lot of work.
They plan out
Oh, yeah.
their meals for like 37 weeks in advance and doing this every day, and you know, this is my life.
Dehydrating themselves
Yeah,
just
yeah,
for competition.
exactly. And
Crazy.
Let's get near death.
Yeah.
Just to stand on
Sure,
stage.
so I can put on my
Might as well.
mankini and and spray tan up. But I mean, you know, despite all that, it's a lot of discipline, and if you want to do that thing, yeah, all the power to you if you're going to do it. But a lot of people don't have the discipline, and they're going to get discouraged eventually. You got to realize it's not going to come in 6 weeks either.
Yeah,
If you've never been to the gym before and you go to the gym, it's like you aren't going to look like the cover of Men's Health in 6 weeks. So
as much as Men's Health wants you to think that, you're not going to get there that fast.
you will not add 2 inches.
Work
to
out
your
6 times.
Bigger biceps in
This
2
guy.
weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah.
I'm going to touch on one of the points that we were going to discuss, because that is a common pitfall associated with the New Year crowd, is people going to the gym and then just trying to imitate what every single person is doing, but you have no idea what they're there for.
For sure.
Yeah.
So someone trying to imitate, say, Eric on the treadmill, they're gonna run a 10K and then they're gonna see Sean doing squats and be like, oh, I guess I do that too. Their legs are fried. They're never coming
Terrible
back.
idea.
I mean, like-
Terrible
I mean, like
idea.
today I did run 10K and then went and did squats.
Yeah.
But like that's because I had to
But
jam
let's
everything
say,
together.
let's say Sean squats.
Okay,
Four
no.
Codys.
I was squatting 3 Codys today for box squats.
Okay, no, not doing that.
I'm just saying that's a common pitfall for a New Year crowd of just going in without a plan and then just trying to imitate what everyone is
Oh,
doing
exactly.
Yeah.
without that basic understanding
For
of
sure.
what's going on.
And picking one plan and just sticking with it is better than every day going in and like, oh man, this workout, it's been 3 days and this workout isn't working. Like, I'm going to try something else. Like, if you stick with something for 4 months, you will see progress and you will see improvement.
Yeah.
It's not just showing up and being like, I went to the gym today.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Where's my six-pack?
What'd you do then?
Yeah. But in the same sense, I would suggest to people that are new to the gym, just go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like in the first bit, like you don't really need a structured plan. Like just get a structured plan when you figure out what you want to do.
Yeah.
But if you're in the early stages and you need to just go to the gym, just go to the gym.
Sure.
Any workout is better than no workout at all, right?
That's
Hop
right.
on the elliptical for 30 minutes, right? That's a workout. Like that's good. And then when you're done, maybe do some push-ups, sit-ups, stretch. That's a workout, right?
You're sitting on your ass playing Halo.
Exactly. And like I mean that's like and then after that, obviously.
Halo is good.
I'm not bashing Halo, but I mean moderation.
I thought we were gonna get by now.
No, I love Halo as much as the next guy, man. Don't worry. Yeah.
You go to the gym first, then you can play.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But yeah, and then definitely after, like, work on getting a plan and then on something that you want to do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, any workout is better than no workout. I tell my sister this all the time. Like, if you do something, it's better than doing nothing.
For sure.
Right?
Well, and that's probably how we all started, I imagine, is just going to the gym, not having a fucking clue.
I had no idea.
I just did pull-ups.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I
Everyday pull-ups. That was it.
I'm really good at pull-ups now because I was 14 and I was just thinking, I'm shitty at pull-ups. So I bought a pull-up bar and I just did pull-ups every day. Now I'm really good at pull-ups thanks to 14-year-old me being like, I can't do a pull-up.
I thought I'd be cooler by doing pull-ups.
Yeah.
Turns out you are cooler by doing pull-ups. Now I can do one-arm pull-ups.
That was
super cool.
a large part of my motivation for learning how to do muscle-ups. Was muscle-ups are really cool. So now I do muscle-ups. I look really cool.
When you can do it, people are like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was my motivation.
Exactly. But you're totally right. Even if you go in and like, no structure, but yeah, hop on the elliptical or run around the track or do some curls, whatever.
Yeah, even rowing. Like, rowing is a great workout
Rowing
to do.
is
just out of nowhere, right?
God,
It's
rowing,
awesome.
Rowing destroys me, man.
Oh, it's so much fun,
Yeah.
though.
doing like a 500 meter repeats,
Oh, yeah.
like 90%. Wow. Like it's so sore you can't even like curl your biceps.
Yeah, you walk around like this all day.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you walk around because you can't straighten your arms. You're just like this all day. Like I walk like sometimes my arms are like that, and like usually you see huge guys that can't straighten their arm because their muscles are so big. Yeah. But it's like me can't straighten my arms, and I walk around looking like a tool. So I'm just like, look at my muscles. Look at my muscles.
I'm huge right now.
Every single CrossFit competition.
Right now, not
right now.
Yeah. Every single CrossFit competition I've been in that's had rowing, I've gone way too hard on the rower, and then have not been able to use my arms for like an hour after. Yeah.
What if it's like row then run? I can do that.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, because it's like kind of a push-pull. But yeah, the worst one was like row, and then kettlebell swings, and then toast to bar. Oh my
god, that'd be brutal. Toast to bar after a row is so bad.
Yeah.
At least you get to stretch it out.
Exactly. The worst was the first one because your arms are like this, then you grab on the bar and your body weight slowly like straightens up your arms.
Oh man, that would hurt so much. Yeah. But yeah, and then like we can definitely go watch our video on goals for try to decide on a goal after this. But if you really do want to make a New Year's resolution, I'd say the best one is just to go to the gym. If it's about fitness, I mean, you can have New Year's resolutions on anything, but for the sake of this podcast, we're talking about fitness, right? Yeah. So just for this one, I think the best New Year's resolution for me would just be to get active. Yeah. Like, just as broad as it can be, just get active. Participation. Did you just make that up?
No, that's a thing. That's like a campaign.
It's a
really?
Government campaign.
Yeah.
I've heard of this?
No. I guess it didn't work.
They did a really good job.
Social marketing, we gotta work on that.
Yeah, exactly. No, and that's a really good point. And yeah, the rest of it can come later. And honestly, a goal like go to the gym 3 times a week. Yeah. That's a good goal to have rather than get a 6-pack by February. Yeah, because it's not going to happen. Then you're going to get discouraged and you're not going to ever go back.
So I just want to stretch on that because before I did say that instead of just going, you should go with a plan. Here we wrote down that a way to keep your New Year's resolution going the entire year and to keep participation and participation is to pick things that you enjoy doing first before you go. So say you like running more than lifting, then just stick with that. Go with friends, so people that you like hanging out with instead of going to the bar one night. Exactly. Take one night a week and go work out.
For sure. And the other one, probably people that are on a similar level to you as well. Yeah. It's no fun.
People want to do it.
Yeah.
They just don't know how to start.
Exactly.
Is what I'd say. And then the last one, to keep everything combined, is to join a group fitness class. So if you join a group fitness class, you're still going and it's still structured. Mm-hmm. It's structured for you. You don't have to think about it. You just show up, go through the motions.
Yeah. And there's I guess almost an accountability factor, because if you go to like, let's say a boot camp twice a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and all of a sudden you're not showing up, chances are you made a couple friends unless you're like a social outcast. And people are gonna be
Nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. But, you know, most people will talk to other people and develop relationships with them. And chances are a couple of those people will be messaging you saying, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. Where you been?" And then you'll feel guilty and you'll probably keep going.
A good way to do that too is to offer, like, if you know in the back of your mind that you're gonna miss workouts because you're lazy, like, because I always do this.
Yeah.
I know in advance, like, I'm gonna be lazy one day. Like, how do I get there to get to the gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I sometimes do is I'll arrange to carpool with someone.
Oh, yeah.
And then it forces me, because I have to go pick them up, right?
That's smart.
If I don't go, they don't go.
Yeah.
Now I'm an asshole, right?
Exactly.
But I did actually write a post in my personal blog about group training.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I find it's probably the best way to motivate yourself to get out there, because you're training with other people. It pushes you harder.
Exactly. You get competitive.
Yeah, you're competitive against anybody else, and you have to, and you want to go, like,
Yeah.
because it's social, right? You want, it's something different. You like doing it with other people who also like doing it. And you're pushing yourself together. It's honestly my favorite way to train.
For sure. Well, and that's what makes a lot of CrossFit gyms have such strong communities.
Yeah.
Same 10, 15 people go at the same time every day, and when you miss, you're like, oh, damn it. I could have totally crushed my buddy in that workout today, and I didn't go.
Yeah.
So then you go the next day and whoop his ass, or
or he whoops yours. Most likely he whoops yours.
Yeah, exactly, because he's actually going consistently.
He's made
Yeah. No, and that's a really good point. And even having someone who's, say, not working out, but I don't know, a partner or something, who it just gets on your ass if you don't go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it in too many relationships where someone gives up everything that they love, and they like won't go to the gym anymore or something like that.
It's almost like they were working out to find a mate.
Yeah,
and then they're super like prehistoric, because they just work out to get
super caveman. Yeah.
just to get mates, and then then they just stop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if it's something you love, why not keep going?
Exactly, and hopefully the other person likes that too.
Exactly, and get them involved too if they really want to. I honestly, with fitness, it doesn't have to be about like, oh, I want to get ripped or I want to be like a monster. It's honestly about living healthy.
Exactly.
It's a healthy thing to do. Like, it's to keep your body like functioning properly.
For sure. And especially if you've like competed in athletics, like I could never work out just to look good for girls.
No,
I have to have a sport I'm competing.
I tried to do that when it's boring. I like doing sports.
I can't.
And honestly, look around. They don't really care that much.
No, they don't. They really don't. Like,
well, I think what comes. I'm just going to talk on this topic shortly, because I don't think we should talk about it at all. But anyway,
hey, it's all fair.
I think what happens is you start going to the gym, which you start getting this better image of yourself, so you're not self-conscious anymore. You're gaining more confidence, and then you exude that. And
you gain more gains.
Get more gains, which means confidence. They go together.
One word.
And then it's that confidence that gets you the lady of your choosing. But then what seems to happen is that the guy keeps thinking... Or guy. Yeah, see, this is why I didn't want to talk about it, because there's too much political correctness.
Well, we can just be inclusive. I mean, whatever you want.
But then what happens is, say the guy who's working out thinks, oh, it's because I have more muscles that she chose me, and then keeps going to the gym, and then starts losing out. I'm not going to go on that date. I have to go to the gym. I want to be with you, but I have to hit my gym date. And then they start losing track of it, and they get caught in these relationships. And you see it with people who are older and married, who start, say, doing endurance sports and triathlon. They just dedicate their entire life to doing that sport, and they forget all the important parts around them. The things that they started going to the gym for in the first place are totally in the background, and the gym is taken over. So there has to be that balance between.
It needs to be a healthy relationship between the gym, for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also, you hope that your partner supports you in whatever you're doing, as long as it doesn't come to the session.
Yeah, as
long as support doesn't mean just be like, yeah, I'll maybe see you.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be. We can talk about that for days, but
for sure.
Get back onto that.
I just wanted to do my little quick slide.
That's fair.
Pull out.
There was
going down the trench here.
Try to be very careful with the words I was saying.
There was one point on there about how to keep your goal going throughout the entire year, and I think it's to expand your goal as you continue.
Yeah.
Like, not to just have one static goal.
For sure.
Right? It's that you can start off with a very broad goal, And as you go in, like 2 months later, you could not necessarily change the goal, but manipulate it a little bit so that it's something towards what you want to do now. And then as you progress more, it keeps changing because you want to have fun. It's the main goal with fitness is to have fun, right? Like, and to be healthy. Exactly. So if you're just and to win, to crush the competition, to be the best.
To drive your enemies before you make the limitations of their limit. Sorry, I just derailed that.
That is also reasons.
Those are also reasons.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's the best way to keep it going throughout the year is to just to let your goal evolve.
Yeah.
Basically, your New Year's resolution to just keep evolving until it hits something that you really enjoy, right? And then you can just keep going.
I think periodization helps with that too.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you want to explain periodization for some of the people who may not know?
Well, you wrote a little bit about it in an article, but for the most part, like my periodization is I like to go month by month.
Okay, yeah.
Where I'll just start the month going a little bit slower, building a base, and then the second week I'll start building on to those activities. Third week I hit like the high intensity, so closer to hit intervals.
Okay.
And then the fourth week is when I start to recover again. And then I re-look at everything, do a couple tests for my body, my heart, my muscles, see where everything's at.
Gotcha.
And then start over again. Whereas right now I'm adding, like, a lot of accessory work is happening, so that's part of the periodization. I'm doing base work, heart work, and just getting the little muscles going. Where if we go ahead, say 6 months, it's going to be way different.
Yeah.
But it's because of what I'm doing here.
Absolutely.
And building up, going down, but always, like, climbing the stairs.
That keeps things fresh too, right? You're not always boring. It's not always just like the same workouts over and over and over again.
Which is the other thing in here. Keep it fresh.
Yeah. Keep it fresh.
Be kind to
fresh
yourself.
Funky fresh.
Yeah. Well, if you would like to extrapolate on that.
Yeah. I guess one thing too is it kind of goes hand in hand with having fun, but you want to keep changing things up. You don't want to do the same 5x5 weight program forever. I mean, I do things like that, but that's because that's a good way to...
It's because you're a meat.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's a good way to get strong. But if you're just starting out, you're going to get the beginner gains. You probably don't need to be doing 5x5 for the first 3 years in the gym. Experiment with different things, see what you like. Maybe join an intramural sport even. Go play dodgeball or go play floor hockey or something.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of the same atmosphere with the group training, right? Then you pay $200 to be on this team, and you've got 6 or 8 guys who are counting on you to show up, so they don't have to play the whole game.
Yeah.
Come stand a little bit closer. You're being cut off.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, I forgot the camera was on.
Yeah. I checked one time and I thought it was okay.
Yeah. Just a little interruption there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, continue.
Yeah.
Or is that where you? That's pretty much where you're at.
Yeah, I think I can't. Man, I have such a short attention span.
Sports are fun.
Sports.
That's why I edit your articles, because it'll just be like going on a tangent, then I'll look away. And then come back.
Totally, man.
Okay, that's gonna be a new paragraph.
I'm like a border collie, man. I just I'll be writing and I see something shiny and it's ooh shiny, and then what was I writing? I don't know. I'm just gonna start. It probably wasn't important. So many dogs and I get along so well. We both have like 4-second attention spans. Yeah, that's something too. If you have a dog, maybe go for a run with your dog 3 times a week.
Keep it active with your dog.
Unless you're a little rat of a dog.
Your dog freaking loves it.
Exactly.
Unless you're like one of my dogs, because she didn't like to work out. Made it to the end of the driveway once. That was about it.
Yeah. Or if it's like a little rat of a dog.
Yeah, Bichon. That's what she was. She didn't like running at all.
Fair enough.
But yeah, like dogs love being outside. Just take them.
Yeah.
Take them with you.
Just get a dog.
Just get a dog.
Yeah,
Live life.
Exactly. Or if you can't get a dog,
Skip all those other things.
Skip the other
if
steps.
you can't get a dog, volunteer at a humane society. Walk dogs 2
walk
times
dogs.
a week.
That's a good way to do it. There's one here in Calgary actually. It's a dog running program.
Oh yeah.
And you go and pick up a dog and go take him for a run for an hour.
That's really
Bring him
sweet.
back.
Yeah.
Really cool.
That's smart.
You get exercise, dog gets exercise, dog gets some human interaction.
Yeah, it's
That's
awesome.
Yeah. For sure. But yeah, I guess that's one way. Just even just if you're looking to be more active, let's say that's your resolution. Park your car a couple blocks away from work and walk to work, or take stairs.
Yeah, that's the basic, easiest way to do it. Just park further away.
As you start doing more physical exercise, you're gonna probably start to like it, especially if you're starting in small increments. If you haven't done it in a while, you'll feel better, and then you'll want to do more.
Yeah.
So just start small. You don't have to run a marathon next month.
No, yeah. And don't run a marathon next
Yeah.
month.
Which that is one of our topics. I don't know if we want to touch on it for this
Why
podcast.
not?
So you want to run a half marathon, obstacle race, anything.
Oh,
How
actually,
should
maybe
we
we
go
should say
about
that for a
preparing?
full podcast. I don't know.
Yeah,
This could be a huge
That
topic.
could, yeah, exactly. We don't have a lot of members left on the camera.
I mean, yeah.
We'll come back. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Is it still going? I see the red light.
It's back on now.
Oh,
It stopped it though. I think it has a certain time frame and it stops.
Oh yeah, man, it's so high maintenance.
Okay, we're
I
back.
gotta get the GoPro out here.
Yeah, so we'll skip the marathon and half
Yeah.
marathon and stuff like that
That's
for
a little
next
teaser.
video.
Next year.
next year.
Yeah.
For next New Year's.
Hashtag because it's 2016.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it for New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, for the most part, that's what we're going to talk about. Common pitfalls.
Pitbull.
Pitfalls. Pitfalls.
Common pitbulls.
Mr. Worldwide.
201, 305.
Dolly.
Turn him on, do some work.
Actually, though, man, Pity Titties gets me fired up.
So I don't know, any last comments about New Year's resolutions, why they're good, why they're bad?
I think we did a decent job of covering it. I really want to hear everyone else's New Year's resolution. If you do participate in New Year's resolutions, or maybe if you want to just share it with us and get our opinion on your New Year's resolution,
Exactly.
we can help you
Yeah.
kind of change it a little bit if it need be, or if you want us to make up one for you, I'll make one up. I don't care.
Yeah. He'll do whatever, yeah. And you know, goals are important, even if it's not a New Year's resolution. Have a goal for yourself. Something that you want to make yourself better at.
Yeah, before you even make your resolution, go back and watch our episode on goals. I think
Absolutely.
it was episode 1.
I believe it was episode 1, yeah.
Yeah.
So then, just as a recap, New Year's resolutions are good because they get you motivated, participation. They might actually make you think about fitness for the first time in the year, which is obviously better than not thinking about it.
Exactly.
They're bad because sometimes you go in completely blind and then totally give up and get frustrated, scared, and never go back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just don't be too hard on yourself.
Don't make it a
take it easy.
Don't make it a chore
Yeah.
either, because I know a lot of people make it like they'll make a goal that they find hard to keep, and it's like you don't want it to be something that you don't want to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? Make it something that you want to get, like you actually want to do. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be a chore. Like it shouldn't be something that you're like, oh, gotta go to the gym because of my New Year's resolution, right?
Yeah.
Like you should like to do it. Like eventually it will come to the point where you will really enjoy going.
Exactly.
But at the beginning, you have to at least like what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the big
And
thing.
that goes hand in hand with changing habits takes time. Do not accept failure. Stick with it.
Never.
Never! But also recognize that some days will be more successful than others.
Yeah, definitely. Like
Yeah,
today,
It's just how it is.
I could only get 8 chin-ups in today, or 8 wide grip pull-ups in today, and I almost passed out, and I was so mad at myself.
And now you're just gonna quit.
Yeah, now I'm gonna
Yeah.
quit. I'm done. So
No! Never! Sip on an espresso and do some more.
Yeah, exactly.
Some days are good, some days are bad.
Bad
Everyone
workout.
has their bad days.
Bad workout's better than no workout. Just keep that in
Very
mind.
true. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's it. And let us know what you think of this episode. Let us know what some of your New Year's resolutions are. Leave comments below. Let us know if there's something you want us to talk about in one of these podcasts. I guess that's it for us. So stay powerful.
I missed it again.